So would you rather be a Galarian Stunfisk or just a regular Stunfisk?
I think I'd rather just not be a pancake fish.
You're a pancake fish. Welcome to episode 223 of Pokemon Go Radio, the place for everything Pokemon Go. My name is Papa Narwhals, a.k.a. Nar, and this is episode, as they say in Espanol, 223. I am joined by my equally bilingual co-host, Salt. Feliz Navidad. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think Feliz Año Nueve.
Sure.
Probably close. Probably pretty close.
I really thought you were going to say Feliz Cumpleaños.
Yeah, maybe that one too, for Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Salt, capital S-A-L-T, and this is the place where we talk tips, tricks, and provide that sense of community out there for everybody who loves this game just as much as we do. And yeah, it's good to be back, Nar.
It is really good to be back. A lot has happened in the last 2 weeks, but one thing that was unchanged from the last 2 weeks is that I just enjoy hopping on a little phone call, chatting with my bro, talking about some Pokemon Go.
I know, man. Yeah, I missed it.
It's
nice to be back in the forum. I've got you currently screen, so it's kind of weirding me out a little bit. I got to figure out how to. Yeah, I got to get rid of this.
You like that?
I don't like that.
That's because Salt is still somehow. I think what are we 2 weeks in a row uploaded to YouTube?
Yeah, I mean 2 weeks in a row, but we haven't had an episode in 2 weeks, so.
Well. No, but like episode 221 and 222 are up on YouTube. So you can, if you're listening to this, like most of our people, like 99% of the people that listen to this podcast, if you're interested in seeing what our face looks like when we say the stupid things also, you can check out our YouTube channel or just, keep listening how you're listening and let the mystery sustain itself.
Yeah, we're more handsome. If you've never seen us, we're like, you know how we sound like nerds? Well, people never sound like what they
flip
look
it
like.
The other way there, buddy. I'm not 100% sure you got that order right.
I'm kidding.
Oh, were you though? Tweet us if you think Salt was kidding. I'd think I'd like a poll Tuesday on that one.
I was gonna say that was the joke.
I think we look though.
Honestly, I think we look like what we sound like.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Kind of doughy white people. That's basically what we look like.
Oh man, can we put that on the tombstone that I assume we'll both have?
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to pay for 2 tombstones.
Yeah,
that's just not economical. Well, Salt, I was going to say how
was your week? Because I feel
how was your weeks?
You've had more to talk about than I do. Plus, I want to get some of this tea.
Get that tea down you. Well,
I will say something. This was my Christmas gift. One of my Christmas gifts from my in-laws was a little tea of the month club.
It says beautiful on it.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
A tea of the month. Knowing your in-laws, that's a weird gift. But anyway, I family news, had a baby. That happened.
No.
I watched Walls have a baby.
I was gonna say.
I didn't pass out, so that was something. On just like it really went so amazingly well.
I did like how she didn't almost die this time. That was
really
part.
Clutch. That was the best part of the whole thing. On the 23rd, she walked in. She's like, "Hey, 8 a.m. My water broke. Let's go." We go to the hospital.
Do you have a ring lamp on right now?
I do. Yeah, that's what that is.
It's just constantly reflecting in your glasses. It's very distracting. Yeah, I don't like it.
That's going to prepare you for the miracle of childbirth, Salt, because there's a lot of lights shining in some weird places when you do that thing. But she was amazing. She's so strong. Walls pushed this kid out in a few hours. No medication, if that counts for anything. I just like you said, last time was really rough, really scary, and this time it was so redemptive because everything went well. And the scary thing is, it's just it's fluky like that. You don't know how that stuff is going to work. But our little baby Jack, is home with us. He is big. He is healthy. Well, I think we're going to give a little Pokemon nickname like we did for our other son. But it's so awesome. It's been.
I've got my vote for what I want him to be.
What's that?
So I've already taken a call on him as you know. I call him my Jackrabbit because he's got extraordinarily long legs. I want to call him Bunnelby. In celebration of Kalos coming out, as well as I just really like saying Bunnelby.
Shuckle calls him Socks, so for whatever that's worth, I don't know why that happens. He just started doing that today, but I just wanted to say, on the record, for the posteria, what's the word?
Posterity.
Posterity, for the posterity, that Walls was incredibly amazing. This was really a journey. The last birth was really hard, and then we actually, I talked about this, and I just wanted to share that that we'd actually had a miscarriage right before Jack was born, and then actually before Shuckle was born, we had also had a miscarriage, and it was really great that it worked out this time. It doesn't always work out that way for a lot of people, but it's been a long process, and I just wanted to say that like I know that's something a lot of people deal with. It happens a lot, but we don't talk about it ever, and I think that can be a really isolating thing for people that go through all kinds of birth stuff, whether it's hard or it's scary or all kinds of conditions and stuff. So I just wanted to say that we are thankful that this time was easy and just a blessing. So thank you for letting us take. Thank you for letting us take 2 weeks off, and we made a human, and now we're back to talking about Pokemon.
I just want to find the
You're
man
up next,
who has the audacity to be like, she was a real crybaby, just not very strong, just a weak person.
You think so the last time it was very different. You think what it's going to be like. It's even more intense. It's like the Grand Canyon. You think it's big, and then you see it and you're like, wow, meets expectations. Let me tell you, watching a human being pass another human being out of her, wow.
If I could stand up straight the entire time without just having to lean on a wall and possibly fall over, I'll count myself a hero.
I felt like I needed a cigarette.
Yeah.
I don't even smoke.
Like I'm just gonna be holding a bottle of like scotch, just shaking,
just getting ready for it. Yeah, it was quite something. But that was
over the hill. We are or over the hump or whatever you want to call it. She's almost 22 weeks and has lost any ability to remember anything.
Mm-hmm.
It is incredible to
pregnancy
behold an adult person just being constantly confused.
Man, it's been good. It's going to be exciting when you guys get to come and visit, and we're going to be able to play Pokemon together at the end of January. We're going to be able to talk tips and tricks on diaper changes. You can practice, see how that goes.
Not going to do
quite
that.
Something.
I don't know why you think I'm going to do that.
I think you should, though. It's good.
Anything else to say about the holidays or the Christmas time? We got to have the Mareep Up. We had the holiday Mareep Up. You weren't there for it, unfortunately.
I was there for just a second, so I popped in. It was the day my son was born. I popped in just to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and then popped right out. But I just wanted to share the good news with my Pokemon family also.
Yeah, that was nice.
Man,
nice. I mean, it's going to be weird getting back to work tomorrow. That's been
I'm not going.
You can see I've got like quite the beard going right now. Got to shave this. I'm probably going to shave this tonight.
Yeah. You look like a hippie.
Paternity leave, that's going to be a wild thing. All right, man. Well, let's get in. Let's talk about Pokemon. Actually, yeah.
Let's talk about meme of the week, Salt. We got a meme here, and I think it's very topical because it kind of rolls into maybe the biggest thing that happened while we were away.
Okay, well, I got some other podcast plugs after you're done with meme of the week.
Mr. Rhyme, and this comes from Ray, and the title is just Mr. Crime, and it's Mr. Rhyme with the angry eyebrows holding what looks to be a gun saying, "Give me 1099." It's like a stick up, it's a criminal activity. Because, Salt, Mr. Rhyme happened. You played, you shill.
I did.
You enabler.
I have all the video of it too. I might actually make that into a YouTube video. It's just hard. I didn't want to do anything while we were off.
Shouldn't let the children watch it.
I was gonna say, do we want to talk about that now?
Yeah, let's get into it. So I was
before we go into Mr. Rhyme, I want to do the podcast plugs.
Oh yeah, go for it.
A couple podcast plugs. Number one, we've got Gracie and is just started their own podcast, which if you guys if you've been listening to the show for a while, Grace comes on. Yeah, it's really awesome. It's all about nostalgia and previous things. Just go back and see if they hold up and if it works out, or
like a revisit,
Yeah, exactly. It's called Rewind the Past. It's really awesome. They've got a couple episodes out right now. You should
Power Rangers. I think it's cool. Pokemon topical tie-in.
Yeah, to go and check that out and see if you guys give it if you like it.
Yeah, you can see it on Spotify. I think it's on Apple, all the normal podcast places. It's really fun to go back to something and see what it looks like with adult eyes, like, or that many years removed. I think that's a really cool idea for a podcast. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
it's her and Negley do it, and if you guys ever got a chance to see it or listen to it, I highly recommend it. And then also we've got a more Pokemon themed. Astro Zombie has started with a couple of his pals a new Pokemon PvP podcast, Pokemon Go
Ooh,
PvP. It's
yes.
strictly, I mean, they talk about other stuff, that affects the game. In their intro episode, they go over what got them into Pokemon, their histories with it, but it's going to be really focused on PvP. It's called BTW, that's Bravo Tango Whiskey, and it's called Beginner to Winner, essentially cataloging the journey of how you get from where you are to doing things like winning regionals and
Uh,
getting in those championships.
I need that. I need something that's PvP focused, that's like a primer that can teach me, because like I go to Hero Vange, I pick up knowledge, and then I walk away, and it like all leaks out. I need like a just a
Week to
regimen
week,
of
yeah.
vitamins to get bulked up. I need to stay strong. I need to get into it. I really hope this podcast lasts. I want that knowledge.
Yes, need it. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Rhyme Time.
Mr. Rhyme Time. How
It
was
was
it?
boring. It was super boring. End of story.
Well,
That's the ultimate verdict, man. I'll probably, if I upload it, that'll be the final the thing. My big problem with this event, I guess there's the theoretical problem and the philosophical problem, and I think that is open to interpretation, right? Are these kinds of events okay in the game with the way the pay model is structured and all that nuance that goes in there,
right.
right? But that's the second most egregious thing about this event. The most egregious thing about this event, super boring.
So
Like, it just
the
was
question
not
is,
fun.
but was it the thing that I think is maybe the most
It wouldn't have
concerning?
been good if it was free, is what I'm trying to
That's
say.
the nexus, right? So it's like the ultimate test about how potentially bad this was and where this is going is, was this in any way distinguishable from like the New Year's event or any other event where, the
Those
holiday
events were
event, we
better.
got in
This was just
we
boring.
so we have other ways of getting new Pokemon. You heard us go on episode 222 about how, or dos about how kind of preemptively worried we were about the Mr. Rhyme event and how everyone was just up in a tizzy about it. And it came, it went, and I think vindicated. I mean, it really was exactly what we thought it was. There wasn't a surprise, oh my God, this is totally worth $8 moment, right? That just didn't happen.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say that was a plus for is it was stock standard, but the Willow dialogue was very charming. It was kind of funny, and
I
they
like that.
incorporated some of the lore with Mister Rhyme or Mister Mime Galarian version being a tap dancer, and Mister Rhyme being a comedian. That's fine, but it's text based. It's not really interactive. It was like, well, okay, gonna go do some chores for Professor Willow. Nah, miss me with that
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the other thing. I guess if we're just kind of being on the negative train, maybe the most crazy I've ever seen people go in the status, like in a moment of Pokemon Go, were people looking for those damn Meowth balloons. I mean, they were just like Terry Wolf texting me on the daily, being like, "No Meowth balloons seen. No Meowth balloons seen." I actually saw two before he saw any, and I was just got lucky, I guess. But man, for like 3 days, people were just not able to do that research at all.
Yeah, I mean, it came back to where they were able to fix it, but I know people were sweating that. But I mean, they to Niantic's credit, they looked at the rate and they upped it.
Yeah.
Every
I wonder what
if
that
anybody
was.
played through the entire thing, they shouldn't have had a problem finishing the event
with
fairly
the
quickly.
extension with the extension, no problem. But I think it's odd that it was like, I don't know, I just can't imagine that rate of appearance was intentional, like you would go 2 days without seeing one, it just
Yeah,
was.
maybe they tried to like miscalibrate a time gate, because
Maybe,
I know
I
that's a
mean,
thing that they worry about, where people just blow through it really quickly. But that
right.
stresses people out when they feel like they're on a clock and they don't know. And if you're just not seeing any and making no progress, it worries you from a player perspective.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's like we do, it's a fine balancing act. We want things to chase. If it's just like do 4 of these in a row, it's not fun. But at the same time, it's like, ooh, bad calibration. So it was good
Yeah.
they went back and they fixed it up.
Well, like look at
That
level
was
47 with having to do, X number of 25-kilometer adventure sinks or whatever it is. you know you're making progress on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you need to do. And if you don't walk or play for a week and you don't get it, you understand why.
Yeah.
If it's just, hey, I'm waiting for magical balloons to fall out of the sky and I'm not seeing anything, you don't have any agency. You have no control over it. So no
And
matter how hardcore you're playing, there's nothing you can do about it.
so like when the Terry Wolfs of the world, going back to his example, just aren't seeing them, right? It's not from a
I guess
lack of
sound
playing.
for that.
Oh, we do need to do that. And so that was, I think, a little bit troubling. But again, they fixed it, so no harm, no foul, really, ultimately there. But I think that overall was that was one negative in what was a very good research event, right? You tweeted out, we're talking to Jesse and James. They're doing the stupid stuff from the show, right? They're all confused. They think we're part of the team. They call us twerp like 5 times. It was really fun.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought that was like, we got to go to the jungle.
Yeah, we got
Again,
out of the meadow.
just way better. That was way better than the Galarian
Just-
event. And you
just
got
a
a shiny
little-
Celebi.
Yeah,
I didn't
just a
even
little
need that.
thing. But getting out of Professor Willow's magical meadow, looking at a different background, interacting with other NPCs, that was really cool. That was just a very good event.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, when I put together that list of improvements for the game from 2017, this one's gonna be on it. You want to
It's
talk
so
a little
good.
Taco Tuesday? Little how'd you do in the Snover hunt?
I didn't get a shiny
Did
one.
you
I was
do
kind of
double
bummed.
XP?
Yeah, well, I need it. I mean, it's not like I don't need it. That one.
I feel like by the
that's,
time you get to the cap, how much XP do you have even?
I don't know, enough to get me to 42, I think. So we're gonna get
Oh,
there eventually. Yeah. The last 2 weeks have been pretty sparse, but I actually did go out and do the Snover time. I really, really want a shiny of that. I don't know why.
I'm beginning to suspect shiny Snover does not exist.
Oh, is it like Aaron?
It's getting there, man. I can't get this Pokemon.
I want it.
I've so many clicks, and every time I'm so hopeful. I haven't reached the. It hasn't become like Aaron yet because it hasn't just reached the absolute. I still have that spark of hope whenever I click on one. Now I'm just like I'm like that guy who's like, yeah. I hope it sucks. I hope this Aaron's not shiny. Oh yeah, I love how it sucks.
Just some sort of self punishment. Yeah. Overall, I think that was a good event. We'll talk about the ones that are coming up in January. Taco Tuesday turning out to be a very, very welcome feature, especially now that XP is more relevant. I'm consistently finding myself like on the Tuesday Wednesday split.
People get hype.
I'm kind of like into the Tuesday a little bit more than the Wednesday right now because it's free. I'm not having to pay for remote raid passes. But
Yeah, and
yeah.
I think the fare, if you will, has been a lot better on Tuesdays than Wednesdays. The raid bosses lately just haven't been exciting to me.
Oh,
your
can I tell you something that
Tyrants.
does excite me, Salt? Very down to my deepest core.
What is
We
that?
we didn't talk about the holiday event, but we had maybe the weirdest Pokemon
Wait,
of all
which
time.
holiday?
The holiday? I don't know, probably Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year's. I guess it all wrapped up into one. What was that?
What?
Say Merry Christmas!
I just have a
Is
new
that
sound
the sound
effect.
effect? We should do that sound effect. No, but the holiday event where they introduced Vanillite. Is that how you say it? Vanillite? The
Yeah, vanilla.
weirdest looking Pokemon ever. It's so strange.
I don't know. Is this one weirder than the car keys to you?
Yes, it is. Anytime there's food, like in Gen 7, they make like the cupcake Pokemon, or Gen 8, they make the cupcake Pokemon. I forget its name. That one's weird too. But out of this event, Salt,
This Pokemon.
I would. Out of this event, Salt was born. I take personal apology to Liz George. I take back all the shade about all the Pikachus I've ever rolled my eyes at because, Salt, Pikachu in a sweater, I'll go ahead and say, I think it's Baby Yoda level cute. Chonkachu is my favorite thing.
It's so cute.
I want to hug it.
I love that Pokemon so much.
That's the best.
And the way the model just makes it looks like the little kid from A Christmas Story.
It does look like that, because it's got that poofy sweater on. It looks so snuggly. Oh my god, I am surprised how much I like that. I was
I was not expecting
those.
If you just told me, hey, Pikachu has a sweater on, you're like, okay, whatever. I would not have guessed how much I liked it.
I like to think in my mind somebody modeled that up in the design, and someone looked at it and was like,
Tom, get over here.
No, they're like 200% more poofy, Tom. We need it to be 200% fluffier.
And the
Hit
guy's
the fluffy
like,
switch.
He's got like a throttle and he's cranking it up, and it's like the computer, the old dashboard smoking. it's too fluffy. And there's
Getting
like
really
one
Glacius
guy
is
who's like,
just sweating.
fluffier.
Yeah.
And the scientist is like, you're mad.
Ramming speed. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen movies.
A good. Yeah. Pretty much. That's how they all go. I really like that Pokemon. I really just. I don't know why. I make no apologies for it. I just really like it a lot. What else we got? Oh, you want to talk about the new loading screen? I think this is really
did
cool.
you see? I saw this. Did you see that the International Space Station did a live AR showcase with Pokemon?
Okay, here's the deal. I saw that in the notes, but I have no information about that. I don't know if Matt is having a fever trip. Do you know if this
Yeah.
is real?
Yeah, it's real.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Why are you smiling like that then?
because I don't know it.
You don't know. You're just trusting
Well, now
Matt.
I'm doubting. Now I'm doubting
Yeah.
myself.
What if this is the time? What if this is when he betrays us, Salt?
And how? I'm gonna Google it.
He's like, Nar is out of the picture having a baby. Salt is probably drunk. Now is the time to make them sound like fools by putting some outlandish space stuff in there. Outlandish space nonsense.
I want Space Station Pokemon Emerald. What are you talking about?
While you Google that, I want to talk about this really just beautiful little loading screen that we got. Not only is like the artwork itself really cool, but this has been making the rounds on like different social media and Reddit and stuff like that about the meaning behind it.
Surprise hit with fans was an announcement made a few days ago that a New Year's live stream from Japanese Kyobo Space Module in the International Space Station. That happened.
That's dope.
That's a real thing that happened. Thank you,
Pokemon
Matt.
in space.
Yeah. During Space Sunrise Live 2021 event, we had appearances by Rayquaza and Pikachu.
Okay. Let me just say though.
What up, space?
Big miss on the Deoxys though. I mean,
Yeah, kind of.
I feel like that should. I mean, Rayquaza's in that story. I guess it's protecting you from Deoxys, but I feel like Deoxys is outer space style. That's what you want to go with. But that's
I think it's better. I don't want
Why?
Spaghetti Monster in the story. It's just scary looking.
no. That's he belongs in outer space. That's his
I want it.
deal.
I want to
I
be
do wanna-
hopeful like this new loading screen.
The new loading screen, right? So artist Jason, I think it's Mariano. Let me find
Marino.
that name to be Marino. Yeah, like the quarterback. I'm sure he's never heard that before. The just general graphic of it, right? You're coming out of a cave. You're looking at Ho-Oh, but the imagery behind it, like what he shared, I think was so cool. I'll like read a little bit of the tweet. He said that he wanted it to be hopeful. Quote, from the rising phoenix to the passing storms, the light at the end of the tunnel and the start of a new year. Totally from Pokemon Episode 1. 2020 has been a year we'd like to forget. It brought many OMG moments and has taken us to some really low places. Continues, as a person who's been through a lot myself, I can confidently say with positive energy, a dash of grit, and a bucket full of hope, there is no dark place or obstacle we can't overcome. So hopeful that there will be a light at the end of the storm too, and hopefully this loading screen reminds you of that too. To everyone around the world, keep those heads up and a happy new year. I just thought that was so positive.
Yeah,
You're just gonna do that.
That's the thing. I did not read any of that stuff before I saw the loading screen. I just saw the loading screen a couple days ago, and it was immediately evocative of hope.
Mhm.
It's just you don't need to be told what this is. It just translates so well. You're like, oh, I get it. Yeah, the way that you see the light with the Ho-Oh and the storm passing, and you could just imagine that the trainer and she and her Pokemon have kind of held up in this cave. Maybe some wild Pokemon have come in there and they're just kind of weathering the storm out. But now everything's gonna be better. There's also some mythical, imaginary Pokemon that's blue and is frog-like that has never appeared in the game before.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. What do you think that is?
I don't know. I've never. It's Gen 9 demo Pokemon or something.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
probably
know what that is.
it's like when they put Donphan in the movie. Everyone's like, "What was that?"
Yeah,
because Froakie is not real, people. But
yeah,
that's the real fever dream of the whole
Frokie's
thing.
a myth.
But I just thought that was really cool. Big shout out to Jason for making that. I just like that a lot. That was really cool.
Speaking of that January event schedule we were
forward.
talking about. Oh man, the research breakthrough in January is Chansey.
I'm cool with that.
I don't care.
I
Man,
like
remember
it.
when we see a legendary Pokemon?
Well, yeah, that is true. But probably a lot of people don't have a Blissey. Like if you just started playing, where are you getting Blissey from? So there's that. And remember, like back in the day when Blissey would just like lock down gyms, 10 Blissey stacked up. There's a little bit of nostalgia for Blissey.
Gross.
Yeah,
Spotlight,
I like it.
The Spotlight hours. You've got Lillipup as with Double Dust. That's gonna be. Is that tomorrow? Yeah,
Yep.
it's tomorrow on the 5th. On the 12th, you've got Drifloon with Double Catch XP. On the 19th, you've got Shroomish with Double Catch Candy. And on the 26th, you've got Fampy with Double Transfer Candy. Everybody go ahead and start tagging your transfers for the 26th.
Yeah. Tagging time. I'm really excited about pretty much everything but Shroomish, probably. Lillipup, not that much, but the dust will make up for it. I have caught, like, even outside of GoFest, I've caught a Drifloon in the wild. I have like 3 shiny Drifloon. I don't care. Those little golden balloons are the best. I want to catch more of them.
Want it.
I'll keep doing it. I just will do that one. And then Fampy, old school.
Fanpy.
Love that. Fampy. Just adorable. Looks like a little animal cracker.
It does look like a
catch
little
it.
animal cracker.
Want to catch it?
You want to eat it?
Don't
you bite Fampy's trunk off?
If you had to pick a favorite out of those 4, what do you think?
Drifloon. Just because I want that shiny so bad.
You can get on my level. I understand. I respect that. I respect the game. You're gonna be like, you're gonna catch it, and you're gonna look up at the sky, and you're gonna be like my big brother. That's what you're gonna say, just like that.
I'm older than you.
I mean, technically, legally speaking, only numerically.
In a real world sense.
In like a numbers sense, I suppose. I want to talk to you about the New Year's, Salt. Happy New Year, first of all. That is. Did you find this and upload it, or is this like a stock thing that you did?
I found it.
Yeah.
I found it for this episode.
You're getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
For the New Year's event, we got some just off the top really good bonuses. Double hatch candy is doubled, hatch stardust is doubled, and hatch distance is halved. So it's a hatching palooza, which I like hatching eggs. I know you don't. You're sad. They make you sad, but I still enjoy it.
I mean, I didn't go anywhere, so I mean, I think I hatched like 1 through Adventures thing. So there's that,
Yeah.
but
I
kind of couched up watching college football.
I've hatched a couple of 2K eggs just like from the drift. I think I was laughing. We took the kids to the playground today, and I was like,
the kids.
I know. I was telling the walls, I'm like, hey, this is the second time this kid has ever been outside.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, because it's the winter time and he's only a week old. So, but in Texas it's nice and warm, so it was like 60-something degrees. So we went to the park, but there I hatched, like just a random. I hatched like a Totodile. Really haven't been able to take advantage of it, but the Slowbro with the 2020 glasses or the 2021 glasses.
No, it's 2020.
Oh yeah, because he's a Slowbro. They even did that. Did you check the little message they sent? Happy New Year, Happy 2020 from Slowbro.
It's from Slowpoke.
Slowpoke. He's a little behind. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. I like that a lot. I also don't hate this Pikachu hat.
It's fine. It's no Chonkachu. It's no sweatered up Pikachu, but it's fine.
Nope. And we got Party Hat Wurmple back in them raids.
Yeah. Shiny Party Hat Wurmple. Maybe the best Pokemon ever.
Yeah.
Probably is the best. I did see the other random stuff. Esper back in Tier 1 raids. I haven't seen one. I'd really like to see one. I don't have enough candy to evolve. Tier 3, I have no idea who's doing Party Hat Raticade, but it's there. It's a thing you can do.
Party, everybody's like, who invited that thing?
He's like, well, you did his voice one time. I remember talking about this.
I did?
Just channel what you think Raticade at a party would sound like. Hi guys. You want to get some snacks? Snacks. So it does.
You guys want to go like fireworks?
It's like it is. We're indoors, Raticade. But really, the star of the raids is all about the Ho-Oh.
You gotta talk with your teeth.
Ho-Oh coming back. People are on that shiny grind for the Ho-Oh. It's beautiful.
Do you not have a 98% shiny lucky one?
In fact, I do not. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or are people excited about Ho-Oh, Salt? Or are people excited to say bye to Kyrim? Is that really?
I think that's probably what it is.
Like, go
away. It's like that scene of old. It's like that scene where the kid has to get rid of the dog or whatever. He's like, get out of here. Nobody wants you.
That's Air Bud you're thinking of.
Yeah, every movie about a dog. And he's like,
not every movie. In
like
Old Yeller, they just straight up shoot him. So
I was gonna say, get out of here. Spoilers. We don't want you anymore. In that, and then but we're being serious with Kyurem.
Yeah, this
Kyurem's probably wandered off to wherever Pokemon that rotate out of raids go, thinking to itself, but secretly,
But
they really do want me.
Can we get
We
black
don't.
though? Because that would be kind of cool. Jijisect is going to come on the 5th through the 12th. He's going to have Burn Drive. Unfortunately, no shiny chance there. So that's kind of a bummer, but we'll see what that looks like with the, I guess, fire flavor from Technoblast. So that's something kind of
Hey,
interesting.
I am excited about Heatran coming back, which is going to be the 12th through the 19th. Need a bunch of Heatran candy. That thing is really interesting and cool. Shiny chance on that. I think I'm going to be going hard for the Heatran.
And Heatran does a little bit of work in the Ultra League too, so you probably want that candy. Maybe we can roll him for PvP stats. I don't know. We can see about that if just get really froggy. I'm really excited about Kyogre and Groudon coming back. I don't have a shiny of either of those. That's going to be the 19th to the 26th, so they're last week. I don't like you. I like Mega Toxic Sandshrew. That's what I want. I want a shiny Groudon more than I want a shiny Kyogre. When are they going to do primals? That's what I want to know.
Probably after. I would say we're going to have to get much deeper into megas, I would think.
Probably. But I mean, really, it's just a cosmetic thing, right? Do they really operate any differently? They're just different highlighter colors.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember, honestly. I think they're actually better. Are
they might have better stats.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm just saying they might have better stats, but it's not like a whole new thing. So I don't think it would be too weird to roll it out with megas still ongoing. Though
I
just
think
that might cause some confusion.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. We'll see, but not in 2 weeks. That's my bold prediction there.
Well, one thing we are gonna get in 2 weeks is a surprise Pokemon. Any idea what this is gonna be starting the 26th?
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be some Gen 6 legendaries.
Yeah, I would be pretty down for
that. There's a possibility. I was kind of like toying with it. Would it be crazy if they released the Galarian forms of the legendary birds? I just don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen right now.
When that happens, I'm gonna be a poor man, Salt. I'll be several dollars poor in those raid passes.
I'm just scrolling through right now. I don't think it's gonna be.
Get that weird deer from Annihilation. You could do that.
It could be Keldo, but probably not.
I'd be cool with any of those. But I bet it's probably. I guess it would be. Maybe it would be Gen 6. Because I'm trying to think if there's anything. If you're gonna say surprise, it's got to be new, right? It can't be a recycle, unless maybe it's Kyurem Black. But I think that's kind of worn out its welcome, so probably not that.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna be X or Y, just because it's like one, and I think they'll release those in an event Simo. I don't know, man. I really don't.
Is there any legendary that hasn't been shiny yet that you could go get that people are hyped for? No. I'm thinking it's probably going to be one of these Gen 6. What about that bug? You know that bug thing? What's it called?
It's going to be a legendary Pokemon.
No. But there's like a legendary bug thing for Gen 6.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's that green one. See that picture in the middle there? That green thing with the fan. I don't know which one that is.
Talking about Aura?
I don't know. The big green bug thing. Gen 6 legendaries. Gen 6 legendaries. Graphic? What's this thing called?
Zygarde?
Oh, yeah. That's how you say it.
Z?
The Z? Maybe that's what it is. It's not tied to X or Y. I don't know. So maybe that could be it.
No, I don't think that's going to be it. Because it's got... No, that's not going to be it.
That's my bet. That's what I'm putting my money down on Zygarde.
No, it's not going to be Zygarde.
Then you put your money down. You can't just pick the field. That's cheating.
I'm going to pick the field.
Nope. That's a coward's bet, Salt.
I'm going to go with the legendary birds then.
Oh, from Galarian legendary birds?
No, that's not going to be it. Dang it. I'll go with X. I'll go with Xerneas.
What if they did Nuibat? That'd be pretty cool.
I'd be fine with it.
But it'd also be kind of mean because they're just like, this is the only way you're going to get it. Also, it takes 400 candy, so get to raiding, suckers!
Yeah. Just go ahead and just start printing that and give us the money.
Just get after it. Megas, you're going to have Charizard Y, Blastoise and
They're
Abomasnow
not going to
are
release Zygrade before X and Y. That doesn't
They
make any
might.
sense.
They do
No.
weird stuff sometimes.
No.
You don't know. And then also on the 19th of January, there's going to be a certain Mega Pokemon. Any guesses for that one? Since we're on the guessing game, what's the next Mega Pokemon to be released?
I was thinking about that. Tyranitar?
I could see Tyranitar.
You think it'll be Tyranitar? I mean, people would get kind of hyped for Tyranitar. It's
Gen
an
2?
older, yeah. It's not that they haven't released, gens past that. Obviously with the Abomasnow, but we've seen a lot more Gen 1s. I think we could be getting Tyranitar. If I had to pick,
I think
I'd guess
Tyranitar would be a great way to start off the new year with like a fresh injection, because like I think Mega Abomasnow looks legit, but it's not like super exciting. The same thing with Houndoom, looks legit, not super exciting. Mega Tyranitar will just destroy things. It will actively murder things. So I bet they want to do like a, hey, Megas are cool. Like we fixed a lot of stuff. Hooray.
Yeah.
So maybe if I had to bet, I bet like Mega Tyranitar or maybe even Mega Rayquaza at this point.
No,
I think they
don't
want
think it's gonna be Rayquaza.
I think they want to like put a big shot in the arm of the Mega system.
No, that would no. I don't think it's gonna be that. That would be the first Mega Legendary, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Mega Rayquaza isn't that far off. I just think I think honestly, like this late spring, I think that's when we'll get Mega Rayquaza. I think we've got a couple more Megas to roll out before that.
I think they'll probably do the Gen 3 Megas too at some point. People are pretty hyped about those. In general, those are really well-loved Megas. So we'll see. I think they're going to want to do Guns Up. So I'm going to go, I'll probably agree with you and go Mega Tyranitar for my guess there.
Yeah. That seems better than Mega Pidgeot, but not as good as Mega Rayquaza.
Let's see. You want to talk about the regional celebrations are going off. The Kanto tour, we're gearing up to that. I mean, now it seems so much closer.
I'm so excited for that.
It seemed like a million years ago before January, but now that we're here, I'm like, oh, okay, that's like in a couple months. Like that's not that far off at all.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks, really. I mean, yeah, not really, but it's weeks, not months.
So we're in the season of celebration. First up, we're going to do the Unova celebration. That's going to start actually on Tuesday, so that's the 5th. And Matt reminded us that Ken made it. I feel like that's a lot of words, but Matt said that Ken said that Ken over from Lured Up, always making good points. Though, Matt, I will point out for the notes, we don't like to give Ken credit for things. So
yes.
We'll just...
If you could just say it was Chris from GoCast and just misattribute it to another podcast, that would be preferable.
We want to start that drama. But he pointed out that in the gap, there's actually going to be a return to... So if you think about like the New Year's event ending and the Unova celebration starting in that 10 to 10 window, we're going to go back to those seasonal spawns where there's a much greater increase of the evolved forms that you can see, and it's a good time to go get some dust. So if you're just super hard up for dust, that'd probably be the time to go do it.
Yeah, but 10 p.m. to 10 a.m., I'm not on that grind.
Yeah, he'll do it for 12 hours.
All-nighter.
Yeah, get weird. Put on the catfish.
So we've got the Unova celebration. It's going to start Tuesday at 10 a.m. and it's going to end Sunday at 8 p.m. That's going to be the 10th. In the wild, you've got Snivy, T-Pig, Oshawott, Lillipup, Herdier, Blitzel, Roggenrola. Want that shiny so bad.
It's a
Dropper,
great shiny.
Scraggy. Scraggy's going to be out there. Timepole, Venipede, Trubbish, Gothita, Solacis, and Ferroseed.
I just finished walking my Solacis. Like I needed like 20 more candy. I still need like 20 candy for the Gothita, so at least I'll catch that. Too. This is a good collection of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Good shiny hunting.
Great shiny
some
for
PvP
Ferroseed.
relevance.
Roggenrola. Scraggy is I know a lot of people are probably going to be needing a lot of candy for that. Heck, even Timepole. People might not have enough of that depending on when they started playing it and where they're at. And then, if you just are looking for a more efficient way to get Trubbish candy, talking to you, Jamal, then you can just go catch them instead of hatching them at a 12K.
Yeah. That's a bet. I see Trubbish. I've seen them spawn in the wild and I just walk by them. I'm like, I don't want this.
I don't want
in
that.
5K eggs, you get the Roggenrola.
Oh, and
Swaddle.
Shiny Snivy's going to be there.
That's true. So that'll be fun. I don't have no clue what Shiny Snivy looks like. I'm going to check that out. But then also, Swaddle is coming into 5K eggs, so I'm going to be I've only caught one of those in the wild. I have not evolved it at all. So,
Patil and Emolga.
Yep. Well, I've got two of those. But I know That's a one and done. Patil, that's something people need. Joltik is really good because Galvantula is running through a lot of those PvP tournaments, so get that extra candy. Elgum and Shelmet and Carablast, right? So it's a regular old Unova explosion.
Belgium.
Belgium.
Like
Oh,
LGM.
like Little Green Man, yeah.
There you go. I actually need some more candy for that. And then the tiers, the raids, okay. You've got Snivy, T-Pig, Oshawott, Timber, Dweeble, and Clink. Honestly, the best.
Woo! I
Yeah,
was just waiting to do that.
somebody probably just veered off the road. The Timber's probably the best one in here, but I'm kind of over Timber, to be honest. Like, what am I doing with that?
Well, I'm not over Timber, but you respect Clink, Salt. You respect it.
God, I was just waiting for an event where we could get our hands on Clink. Tier 2 might actually be more confusing. Herdier and Tranquil are in Tier 3, and I'm like, what am I doing with this?
I don't know.
Excadrill and Among Us finished it out. And then, like we mentioned, you got Genesect holding that Burn Drive in Tier 5. I'm going to pick up at least one of those.
Burn Drive, also the new album name from DJ Genesect. So you can get that.
I thought it was Genesect.
No, that's the wrong pronunciation, Salt. Don't be so gauche. Don't be so gosh.
And then you got Mega Charizard Y.
The worst part is because we're filming this, people can see how funny I think that is.
It's the fact that you thought of the joke late and then still thought you could just get it into the
I'll shoehorn it right back in there. We'll rewind to the past. We'll pull a Gracie on this and go
okay.
right
Sometimes
back to
I make people at work reconstruct the conversation from a couple seconds ago because we moved past it, but then I thought of a better joke. So I'll make people redo dialogue just so I can go back and get the joke in. Yeah.
That's not a weird thing to do.
It's kind of. The Sinnoh celebration is coming after that, the 12th through the 17th. Don't have details yet. Probably going to come next week. I'm hoping the spawns for Sinnoh are going to be pretty dope, honestly.
I expect it to be structured very similarly.
Yeah,
so we'll get those
on the starters. Some Route 2 Pokemon, but maybe some other cool rares.
Yeah, because whatever the equivalent. It's not like
Tropius,
pseudo legendaries.
Probably gonna be Tropius.
Probably. Hey, that'd be all right. I'd be real into that, but I don't think so. No. You want to talk a little community day expose?
Little getting ready. You excited? That's only not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We got Machop coming out.
The 16th. So finally, we voted on it a few times. People said no, and then he said, "Too bad." And here he comes with payback with a vengeance. Machop is coming. It's going to have triple catch dust, which is very nice.
Yeah,
I'm actually
welcome.
Really into that. So what do you think about payback specifically?
I mean, I guess the idea is coverage here for psychics. That's the point. I just don't know that I want any part of that matchup. Realistically, I don't see that. It's not like all of a sudden your Machamp is going to be Hanan Hypno. I don't think it's for tagging back. I think maybe it just allows you to be super effective on some other stuff. Maybe I don't think people are going to be too keen to give up Rock Slide because that's a really good move. You're not going to give up Rock Slide or Dynamic Punch.
Maybe Dynamic Punch because you got counter there. So then you kind of got like 3 different flavors of ice cream you can hit them with. Really a Swiss Army Pokemon. And counter does so much that you could, energy-wise, that you could really get to those moves quickly, So
that's
I don't know.
And
I don't know if
counter does
payback.
Hit hard. Pun intended.
Yeah. Because
I don't know. We'll have to see it played out.
Chop. One note on this. If you haven't bought Plug here for the Kanto tour, right, that's coming up. And the deal there is if you buy your Kanto ticket early, then you get the little research that goes along with both the January and February community days. So a little incentive to get that purchased. I'll probably end up buying it like Saturday morning is when the 16th. I'm like, you might as well get it. I think.
I'm going to do it. I'm just going to forget until then.
Yeah. So that's the idea. But the other thing I'm really excited about is 11 to 5. That's a lot of time to stack up that Stardust. So I'm gonna pop in those star pieces and just getting after it.
I think I'm gonna try to do, basically put on the comfortable Disney shoes, get my jacket on, and try to go eat an early lunch and try to go, at least 4 hours of this is really what I want to do.
My deal is I'm gonna have to watch the kids all the 2 days before to like build up goodwill, and then just be like, hey, can I leave you alone with this kid and this other kid while I go play Pokemon Walls? See if she's really cool about that. Otherwise, I might have to do it from home. But a little Paw Patrol on the TV, little Stardust, little lure in my pocket. Make this happen one way or the other.
Yeah. Did you do any of the holiday stuff? I know we're in Master League now. I got in some Ultra League before it left, but we were kind of in our normal pause for Master League. But we were visited by the ghost of Holiday Cup. Did you get any Holiday Cup
Yeah.
in?
No, not at all. I was
Yeah, I was gonna
very
say
distracted from the aforementioned Bebe, so I did not participate in the Holiday Cup, which is a bummer because it looked like fun.
it was. I didn't do as good as I was doing in regular Great League, but
What
I
were you
did
using?
I did okay. I was using I switched it around a little bit. I was trying to see if I could use Galarian or not Galarian, sorry, Alolan Sandslash, but it was getting countered left, right, and center. I ended up using I used a
Countered with
combination.
counter? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like literally countered. I used a combination of Vigoroth, Altaria, Alolan Mediwak, and Wigglytuff to kind of round it out there and just try to use those four. Just kind of using stuff that I already had built, but it seemed like I was always bumping into. I would I would go, ice Pokemon in the back the entire time, and then I switched to lead with my Altaria, and then I was facing like lead Lapras after lead Lapras. So I mean, I probably ended up doing like 50-50 in the Holiday Cup, but it was fun. It's nice. I always just like the open meta, or
Yeah.
the introduction of Sylph Cups into that large open meta for the Great Battle League, and it's like a flavor you're opting into. It's not like normal people are getting sidelined, being like, why can't I use my Charizard or whatever they wanted to use? So it's nice. I liked it. I think we're gonna see more of it in the future.
Yeah, I like that, and especially for like it was here and gone. I mean, it was not around for very long, so I wish I could have gotten into that. I also skipped out on the Nightfall Cup. We have a winner. Congratulations to Village of Wolves. It's a
Very
whole
apropos.
village, Salt.
I was going to say of the Nightfall Cup.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
winning team here. You've got Gallade, Venusaur, Galarian Stunfisk, Machamp Shadow, Wigglytuff, and Frostlass. Very formidable team there.
yeah, that looks pretty good. I know this was a tough nut for a lot of people. I know Unbreakable was like lamenting her lack of success in this cup. I think I would have been just kind of perplexed. This looked like a pretty open. I mean, there was a lot of types you could use, so I'm not really sure I would have done all that well if I participated anyway. But I need to get back on it. There's not going to be a Sylph Cup in January. That's not happening. Take a little break from there, get my headspace, get the baby to sleep all night, and then I'm gonna be diving into the February Cup. I need that. I need the taste of blood back in my mouth, Salt. I need to fight, and by that I mean I'm gonna get punched in the mouth, and then that's that's how I experience that.
Yeah. And then we also have the Drama Club is going to be hosting the So Long Farewell Auf Wiedersehen Goodbye tournament. Would you like to hear the Pokemon that qualify and the
I was gonna
reasons
ask,
for it?
yeah. Well, what is that?
Weezing, the COVID Pokemon. Beedrill, Murder Hornet Pokemon. Vanillite, Vanillish, and Vanillux. Comfort food was important. Flygon, you remember a fly landed on Mike Pence's head.
So
Kanto
this is
Eradicate.
just random stuff to honor 2020, and that's how
Yep.
the Pokemon get in.
Kanto Eradicate.
Awesome.
It looks like it should be shouting about politics on a street corner. You've got Persian, Raikou, Entei, Suicune, Luxio, Luxray, Litleo, Pyroar, and Purloin, and Lepiard, because Tiger King was a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yamask, Cubone, Marowak, and Empoleon. They wear masks.
Oh, yeah.
Sirfetch'd, social distancing. It says stay the F back with a lance. Wash Rotom because we cleaned everything. Grimer and Muck because we forgot to shower there for a bit. And Garbodor, let's face it, 2020 was trash. Bravery, the U.S. elections, and then Clink Clank and Cling Clang because everything was virtual. Well done, Drama
Yeah.
Club.
That's some big brain stuff happening right there. I like that. That sounds fun. So the
I
Drama
can't-
Club is just a little fun tournament that the PGRL, the Pokemon Go Radio League, throws in the Discord. Just weird stuff happening in there. It's the fever dreams of Unbreakable mostly.
It's beautiful. It's a
Just
beautiful thing to witness.
weird stuff. Salt, you know what's not beautiful? You know
Is
what's not
it?
beautiful to witness?
Is it the Mon that got away?
It's when Mons get away. They just gone. It's so sad. And specifically, this one really hurts. It's from I'm not gonna say this right, but Lagrange maybe? How do you think you say that?
Or I just say RL Gauge.
RL Gage caught a perfect Eevee. That should be good news. So why am I saying? Oh no, it has a party hat on. It can't evolve.
Oh, oh
Uh,
no.
that sucks so bad. Ugh. Yep, that's a real bummer. I don't know why that is. Because sometimes, like the flower crowns, they can evolve. Why can't the party hat
The
Eevee
old flower
evolve?
crowns, but then I've got the event Togepi with just some great IVs on it from hatching. You remember back in GoFest?
Hmm.
Can't evolve it, and I'm just waiting for the day where maybe they change that. I still have it.
I don't think that's
Just
ever
in
gonna
my
happen.
yeah, probably not. But man, I just don't want to get rid of it because I
You
seriously
should.
I think I have. What was it?
This is Skarmory.
Yeah,
Wasn't though. I'm just looking at my event Pokemon right now.
I have a shiny 96% Togepi with the flowers. And I'm just like, you would be so cool.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep.
I'm just checking that. Oh man, what got away from you?
Shiny Snover. I'm like I said, I'm beginning to worry. I went pretty hard on that event. I was playing the entire time. I was doing it from home, but still, I really wanted that shiny Snover, and I caught a mess of Snover, and I shiny checked probably double that amount, and still nothing.
Ugh, that sucks, man. My mind that got away is a bit of a cheat, but I'm gonna go with the last 2 weeks. Pretty much, I have not been able to play hardly at all because of the aforementioned baby raisin, and it's really weird. This is like other than maybe not even as much because like when Shuckle was born, I still played more because the step from like 1 to 2 kids is insane in terms of the amount of time. So even when Chuck was born, I still felt like I was more plugged into the game. But the last 2 weeks, it's been really just like I log on, I catch
Well,
some
and we had
Pokemon.
no show.
Well, that too, yeah. So that kind of it was just my mom that got away was like this weird because of the baby and then because of no show for 2 weeks. This detachment from Pokemon Go Salt. I don't like to be pulled out of the Matrix. I don't like it at all. Plug me
I
back
mean,
in.
it tastes like steak to me.
Taste. I want to taste the steak. Anyway, that was not a fun experience. So I'm back. I'm locked in. I'm reading the Pokemon Go Hub, trying to get back in the swing of things. But really, it's like 2 weeks just gone.
My oh yeah, no, we're on the catch of the week. Sorry, I've forgotten how this works.
You're rusty salt. Gotta get in
Oh,
the
should
game.
this be the catch of the week sound?
No, I don't think. I don't know. I guess it could be.
I don't know. I'll work on it. We'll work on it. We'll workshop that, everybody.
Trying to see what my catch of the week is here.
We've got to shout out mad props to the Thunderwolf and his 100% ho-oh. Was it shiny or
Oh
no?
no.
I was just a regular. Oh, okay, I mean, step your game up there, Terry.
I mean, perfect legendary Pokemon is nothing to sneeze at. Salt. That's pretty legit.
It's. I mean, I was just sneezing a minute ago.
Yeah. Because of
My
your
catch of the week,
jealousy.
because I know that you definitely need some help trying to figure out what you're gonna say,
No, I got a
is
good
because
one.
you're gonna say your kid, aren't you?
No, though I
Got
should.
another. I got another slowpoke. I just love this guy.
So dumb.
So dumb.
Happy New Year, guys.
Go ahead.
He talks really slow. No, my catch of the week is I hatched another Volby out of a 12K egg. I was really happy about that.
Every time people say Volbeat, I think they're saying Volbeat. I'm like, why would you
No,
be happy about that?
no one wants that. No. So now that's the second one I've hatched. So I'm only 5 candy away from evolving it. I'll probably just make it my buddy and walk it the rest of the way in case I don't hatch another one. I have hatched mini Trubbish in between and no Sandile, but I'm happy to get that even closer.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm actually at 46 Volbeat candy now that I stop and look at it. Need to just go ahead and bite the bullet and do that.
Just
See here.
walk it.
Yeah,
Walk it out.
my catch of the week was I got the shiny Delibird.
Ooh, nice. With the
Christmas
bow?
shiny yeah, with the bow and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, I got like
Put,
the first day of the event. Put a
put a
bow
bow
on it.
on it.
Yeah, I was stoked for that. I was
Yeah,
really
that's pretty
excited.
nice. Anytime you get like a shiny plus a holiday or like plus a limited time thing, just makes it extra special. Like shiny Pikachu with the party hat or something like that. It's really
Yeah,
cool.
I
I
really
like it.
liked it.
Did you send out the question tweet?
Oh, I sent it out, and we got people were pent up because
Oh,
there was a
they're
lot
letting
of
it loose.
response.
Okay, we'll do some questions. I'll start it off while you pick out some Twitter questions. I'll ask a question from Jackie K, who asks if we think there's going to be Kanto fatigue by the time or maybe as a result of the Red and Green Kanto Tour event. Do you think we're going back to that well too often?
Yeah, actually, this was an interesting point that Jack broke up. I think that it's all about the mechanic with the Kanto event.
Yeah.
That's what makes it interesting, and I think you're going to get some people who are excited about it. I think Gen 1 will always be the most popular generation. I just that not that it's the best generation, or I'm here to say like I'm a Kanto purist. I'm just saying it'll always be the most popular generation. So releasing and starting this very unique and interesting mechanic with Gen 1, I think is what's really the twofold approach to making everybody super excited. It also has the added effect of you don't have to worry about Pokemon from previous generations evolving into it, stuff like that. Whereas if you did this with Gen 2, it's a little confusing because okay, your so and so's are evolving into it. Um,
I think the
yeah,
other thing is on that mechanic bit, if it was just like a all the Kanto Pokemon, ba 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 ba, right? That wouldn't be as exciting. But if it's and maybe there's not a lot of infrastructure support behind it, but if it really is a race to catch them all within the time period, that's fun. Like that could be
that's
really
what makes it
exciting.
fun.
That's what we're after. We want that Safari Zone experience. You only you are excited to see things like imagine like I'm like a Diglett. I haven't seen a Diglett all day. That's what I hope to get. We'll
No
see if
human
it
being has
measures up.
ever been excited about Diglett.
I got a shiny Diglett one time. I was
I
engaged
still
in a
don't have a shiny.
conversation with a grown-up human being, and so I had to like comport myself. I saw a little blue nose,
Yes,
and I'm like,
yes.
yes, interesting. You make a very good point in this
Keep going.
workplace. Very good. I'm definitely not playing Pokemon Go under the table right now. Um, also, Salt, I want to change my catch of the week. Can you ask me what my catch of the week was?
What was your catch of the week?
I got a 12-inch compound sliding miter saw, the Metabo. It's beautiful, Salt. I love it so much. Got a laser guide on
Take
it.
your hand off with that.
No, it's way safer. I sold my radial arm saw, so it's really a safety upgrade as well. Those things are treacherous. This is wonderful. Got the dust collection rigged up on it. I love this saw. Also,
Okay.
my son. He's good too.
Yeah. I,
No,
I
hit me
smoked
with
some
the
turkey
Twitter
breast.
questions.
All right. Drew says, if they made a Pokemon game in the Elder Scroll style, would it be the best game ever? And why is the answer yes?
That's interesting. I don't know because I would not trust Bethesda to do Pokemon combat. I think that could be pretty unsatisfying. They're not the best when it comes to that.
I just think the open world adventure stuff. Also, I just like we've talked about the combat mechanics of the main series game just so dated and boring and stale.
I'll tell you
Just
what I would like. Smash Brothers style Pokemon. Like everything is Smash Brothers Pokemon combat. Like 2D, you unlock new moves, you can do new things. That's how battles work. I would see that maybe like in an Elder Scroll world, like open world, you can wander around, but when it's battle time, you cut to that. I'd be way into that. I don't
I'd
know if
do
that's
that.
good enough.
Or you could just, I mean, you can do what Tim Tim's doing. Obviously, you can just do that.
You could just make the battle more nuanced.
Yeah, and better. But
I suppose.
uh, yeah, man. But just the ability to like explore in the open, like what the wild zone should have been for Gen 8. Just something that was actually fun to walk
Well,
around in.
they've increased. I know from like Crown Tundra and stuff like that. I'm hoping what they do with Gen 9, like hearing some of that sort of feedback, because I think mixed. We don't have to go back into Sword and Shield again, but I think there's like some general mixed feelings about like the expectation of being on the console to like what we got. So maybe using this as a launching off point, they're like, hey, what if Wild Zone, but all zone, right? They just really expand onto that. I think
Yeah,
that
and
could
you didn't
potentially be something we
go to
see.
the wild, and then you didn't walk into a town, and then they immediately remind you what you're supposed to do for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that could be that too.
Yeah. Oh no. Pidgey Grabber wants to know when I'm maxing out the Hangover the Pidgey.
Oh, when are you doing that?
I
You got to
guess I
get
got
them.
it.
Got to get them XL candies.
I was
That
gonna say
grind
I'm
is real.
gonna grind my Pidgey XL candies.
That
God,
grind
that
is real.
sucks. That's gonna be a lot of Stardust.
Oh my
Soon,
god.
Pidgey Grabber. Cleve Helm says, for next year, what's the best Pokemon related gift to give someone?
That's good. That's a good question.
Gotcha's always good.
Gotcha's good. Um,
I bet you could find an artist online to make somebody a custom Pokemon.
that would be pretty legit. Or
Yeah.
make them into a Pokemon, like a character artist. Like
Yeah.
put their head on a for alligator. If you
I don't want
like him
that.
very
I
much.
just want like a Pokemon inspired by me.
Oh, that would be pretty legit. So like you tell the artist, here's some things about Salt, and then they
Yeah.
come up with a Pokemon.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of hard. I bet that would be
Yeah,
expensive because you have to
kinda.
really think about it.
I was gonna say, but it'd be awesome.
Yeah, Salt Shaker Pokemon. That's what
Yeah.
you'd be.
Big
Salt,
ol-
salt.
It's just Vanilla Ice, but salt.
Yeah. Homemade ice cream.
I was gonna say they're running out of ideas here. Cat Halo says, "What's the best present Santa ever got you?"
Ooh. BB guns, probably.
Yeah, we were stoked about BB guns.
We were pretty hyped about the BB guns. We murdered some Coke cans. It was bad
Yeah,
news for Coke cans that day.
Yeah, hunting season on Walmart brand Coke cans.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Thunder, look out, son!
Yeah.
Pop, pop.
I got a bidet from Peppa this year, and it's just the most glorious thing.
Sounds wonderful. Is it the heated one?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. Does it bounce off the bottom of the toilet and hit your beehole?
It does
like you
not.
said it did? No, because that's a dumb
did.
thing to think. Why would you think that?
I don't know. I couldn't see where it was coming out, but man, you're all filthy and disgusting.
Hey,
and I am
let me tell you something, Salt.
clean.
You're not supposed to drink out of it, though. You need to stop doing that. They've sent me the videos.
Wait, what?
You're not supposed to use it like a water fountain.
Well, what if I get thirsty when I'm in there?
No, Salt. You go to the kitchen.
El Barto wants to know, what is your rundown of the college football weekend that Texas A&M won the Orange Bowl?
What a fourth quarter, son. What a fourth quarter that was. Alabama, 0% surprised. Ohio State, very much surprised. That was quite a performance.
I could not understand what was happening.
In hindsight,
Clemson's so bad.
Clemson's defense has been suspect for a while. So the fact that it was exposed to like a really good quarterback and like Ian Book, no, not on the same levels as JT Daniels. Like it was.
You said JT Daniels, you mean Justin Fields?
I keep getting those mixed up. JT Daniels, not great. Justin Fields, very great. So that was. And Sermons just running the ball.
Yeah, but then the offense not clicking. It was just very confusing.
They scored a lot of points. I mean, it just was not enough to keep up.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here.
College football. Over.
Gracie wants to know. It's not over yet.
It's almost over.
Alabama's gonna crush them, right?
Probably.
I mean, but that's what I thought about Clemson, and I'm just so confused.
I'm less confident in that assessment, but I still think
I don't know, man. Alabama looks mean. I do like it when other people have to play Alabama.
Yeah. Like, see what that's like.
We'll answer that with that question in a second. Gracie wants to know, what's your favorite in-game weather condition?
Windy. Easy.
Really? I think windy's the best one, but snowy's my favorite. Because I never get, it just looks, I'm like, oh, magical winter time.
Because I'm like, dragon hunt, let's go.
Yeah. Twisted Witch wants to know if you she says, did you miss us?
I did. I really did.
Yeah.
It was just like there was a part of my schedule that was missing. And there's so much like planning and revolving around this podcast that it's like, it was kind of, I didn't know what day it was. It was strange.
Wolfie wants to know, how does watching OSU win make you feel? Confused. Because I thought Clemson was better than that.
Yeah, it was a shocking experience. Also, down in this part of the country, OSU is Oklahoma State University. I know people in Ohio don't like that, but that's.
Well, I mean, Oklahoma State did also win, so
that's
to
true.
be fair,
we don't know which he's talking about. He's talking about Ohio.
Oh,
but it was shocking, a shocking performance because they only played 6 stupid games and they did not deserve to be in the playoff. I don't care how much they slapped around Clemson. That's
true.
Dumb. It's a dumb thing.
Yeah, because they didn't have their obligatory time to lose to Illinois or whoever they're gonna get an embarrassing loss to.
Virginia Tech or Purdue or whatever other crap game.
Purdue. They don't play Virginia Tech.
We've already discussed this, Salt. It was 2017. It was a non-conference game.
Sorry, I always forget that. Mama Mucci says, if you were to play Dungeons and Dragons, what class would you play?
Ooh.
Want to go like original classes?
I'd probably be basic and pick a paladin or something.
I'd probably go cleric.
I'm a good guy. Yay.
Pedro also.
I don't know that much about Dungeons and Dragons. I really want to play Dungeons and Dragons though.
Me too. I really do.
But with people that know what's up, I don't want to like figure it out. I want to be like integrated in a group that's like taking it seriously, like way too seriously. Where I'm like, guys, calm down.
If you die in the game, you have to die in real
Like
life.
someone pulls out a sword and comes at me, I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
this is bad.
Pedro also reminds me about Hangover the Pidgey.
Attack of
Augmented
the Mall
Naturally
Ninjas.
podcast says, what do you do in a game that should be promoted or that a bonus in a game should be attached? Example, waiting 8 hours for gym knockouts, taking multiple gyms in the area, dropping a lure before and after a raid.
I did not understand the
Oh,
question.
what do you
Salt.
do in a game that should be promoted?
What do you mean?
Like what activity of the game do you think should be promoted more? Like waiting 8 hours before you knock out Pokemon, that kind of stuff.
Oh, I see. Like courtesy style?
Yeah.
I think it's a little different where I live just
Not
because the
starting a raid with 2 minutes left.
or don't invite me to a raid. Don't invite me to a freaking raid when, just out of the blue. And like if we're in the Discord and you're like, hey, let's get in this raid, and I join and like someone backs out or someone, that happens. It always happens. But like when I'm just playing the game, and you get that raid invite from some random person and you're like, hey, do you want to do this legendary Pokemon? Just me and you, and you're in there and you're like, why did I accept this?
Other
This
people
was
are
so
coming,
dumb.
right?
Yeah, you're like, and then that person just leaves. I won't name names, but it hurts my feelings because it was $1. It was a whole dollar, Salt. I could have gotten very bad fast food for $1. But now
It's not quite $1, but
yeah, it's very sad.
Seal Senpai asks if you were to revamp the gym system, how would you do it? Probably a longer question for another day, right?
That's a tirade for whenever the news slows down. I got a whole list of ideas, but my biggest one, even if we did nothing else, let's make it 100 coins. Let's start there. Make it more rewarding.
Here. Matt says, why is PGR Overseer so sus? And then the illustrious Overseer wants to know when Maddie's bloodlust will end. They've been playing a lot of Among Us.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Never. He's going to throw everyone to outer space.
Kaelin says, if you could have a Pokemon as a pet, what would it be?
I think we've answered this before. I would still pick Dragonite.
That'd be dope. Oh, and
Just
then
to be my dude.
Let's do Crunchy Dad says, which Pokemon could you see yourself having a drink with? I got my real answer and then I have my fun answer.
Slowking. I feel like Slowking would be real chill. He'd have some smart stuff to say, but he'd be like, hey, let's he knows how to party. I feel like Slowking knows how to party. He'd make a fruity little cocktail. I feel like that would happen.
Yeah, it would definitely be tropical and
tasty.
delicious.
Like he knows his way around a bar. No, Machamp is like a 21-year-old that's just like, let's get drunk, and he's like just doing that Jägermeister stuff. I'm not into that.
I kind of want to do Mewtwo because I'm gonna buy him a drink and I'm gonna be like, where's he gonna put it?
Huh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
he just snaps your neck because he's a murderer. Salt, do you forget this? He murdered those people, like a lot of people, all the time.
Nah,
he like blew up a whole facility of people.
Mewtwo did nothing wrong.
No, I don't think so, Salt. We didn't see. There's a lot of off-screen.
He was redeemed by the power of love.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You still got to go to jail. Like you can get as much redemption as you want. You still murdered people, Mewtwo. You can't just peace out.
Works. That's not how fiction works.
It definitely does, though.
That's the end of the show. That's enough questions.
Good show. I am tired. Mostly, I'm very sleepy, Salt, but never too sleepy to tell you guys thank you for listening.
Get to iTunes so I can get a review going.
Oh, you do that. Okay. Well, I'm going to thank everyone that supports us on Patreon. We got a bunch of people in the interim. Thanks to
I don't want to
Bradley.
download the new iTunes. Why would I ever want to do that?
Dude, that's disgusting. Thank you to Bradley, John, Benjamin, Jacob, Rose, and Max. Max specifically for chipping in £1.50, which is either of flesh or is some type of currency. No way to know for sure.
There's no way. What is that in money?
Yeah, I think it's actually more Salt. But of course, they did just negotiate that Brexit deal, so we'll see how that holds up.
Yeah,
we'll see. We're so political.
I was gonna say, you might need to keep that, bud.
Yeah, for sure. And we could have just offended him. You don't know, man. They take that real seriously over there.
That's
and
true.
We don't know anything about it.
Yeah, we're
real
just
dumb.
Talking.
They should do it, or they shouldn't do it. They should do whatever makes you happy. And then we got a link to YouTube. So remember, the shows are up on YouTube. You can check those out over there anytime. So you got that iTunes review?
Yeah, I do. There's a couple here. Thank you guys. Just please go over and give us 5 stars in the app, on iTunes, wherever you download the podcast. It just helps us out with the algorithm. We're a
Listen,
very niche
I know
show.
you want to give Salt 1 star and me 5 stars, and so you think 3, but don't punish me for him. You know, don't.
that what it
It's
is?
not fair, frankly. Just try in your heart to like ignore it and just click that 5th star. I'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, even if you reviewed us previously, just go in and check to make sure the stars are still there. Because
Does that happen? Do they go away?
Yeah, they do go away sometimes. I don't know why. It's the magical world
I
of
can
Apple.
explain this. It's because of the fusion inside the core. Over time, the elements synthesize into heavier and heavier.
Oh, this is about a star? Shut up.
Yeah, when the stars disappear, eventually they synthesize to iron, and that causes a collapsing.
Neat.
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Well.
But yeah, we're a very niche show. So if you go in and give us 5 stars, it helps other people find the show. Let's just do Pinguino64 says been listening guys since day one.
Wonderful name.
God help you. Thank you, Salt and Papa Narwhal. Very cool.
That's Spanish for penguin. This has been a real Spanish heavy episode, but
yeah,
I like it.
I do want to read this one from Anthony. He says, I've been a listener for a few months, and a few weeks ago suggested that the older episodes are an absolutely mandatory to listen to. Don't know who suggested that.
What?
Despite what I'm
they
assuming
played a
are
trick on you.
Despite what I'm assuming are your best efforts to make this task nearly impossible for people such as myself, since the YouTube channel only goes back as far as episode 99, for whatever reason, Apple Podcasts only goes back to like October. I might be stupid, but I've been able to find all of the episodes on Spotify. You might ask, why would I do such a thing? Salt,
We would ask that.
He's in my mind. And I'll tell you, I've been playing Pokemon Go since October of 2017. I missed out on the craze that was 2016. So I've been going back and giving a listen so I can have a point of reference for all those in the earlier days. Well, that's really interesting. Keep doing what you're doing.
It's like a little historical reference, primary source.
Yeah,
with terrible audio quality. But just
anyway,
like 10 episodes.
There's a couple more. Thank
cleaned
you
it
guys
up
so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, we can read some more next week.
Oh, this is interesting here.
You just gonna keep reading them?
No. This is different. So Roanna says she's joined the $5 club and she gets to name a Pokemon. So which one of us caught the last shiny legendary? Because that Pokemon's about to get named.
I've only got one shiny legendary.
You only have one shiny legendary?
Yeah, it's Scott Baio. I'm trying to check.
Oh, really?
What do you got?
Just type in legendary and then scroll.
I'm gonna type in shiny.
I've got a shiny Registeel that I caught fairly recently.
Well, I think it's about to get a new name. Scrolling. Yeah.
In the Registeel. I mean, like it was this time. It was like in December 19th.
Oh,
so
I got a shiny Cresselia from a trade a long time ago.
No, this is like the 19th of December. It's like 10 days ago, dude.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna name that thing right now.
Okay, well, this thing is now named Counterclock. Congratulations, Ryan. It is.
What do you think that means?
I have
another shiny Zapdos. Where did I get that from?
Yep,
that's from July.
Shiny. And then I don't have a Groudon from back in the day. But anyway, thank you so much. Anybody that donates $5, we name a Pokemon in your honor. So there we go. Haven't been able to do that in a while.
That. Well, everyone, have a happy New Year. It's been quite a grind. There were some bad things that happened in 2020. But hey, you know what? There were a lot of good things that happened in 2020. Salt. I had a kid. I learned you taught me how to smoke meat. That was pretty cool.
True. Yeah.
That was a good thing that happened. I grew a mustache. People commented on the last YouTube video that they did not like it at all. So I shaved it off my face, as was always the intention. And that was probably it for 2020 in terms of the good stuff. Pretty sparse. But
yeah, I mean, we got pregnant.
That's true.
Other than that, it was kind of a waking nightmare. I'm really glad it's over. Also, if you're one of those people out there, and you're probably not because you're listening to this show, but if you could help the people that do this, if you're like, just because it's 2021 doesn't mean it's going to automatically change. Just shut up and let people have this.
Just let them have it. Just let them do it.
Everybody knows. It's just nice.
I will say that is a meme that has existed like every year since. I've noticed like a lot of like 2016, 2017 can just leave, go home, you're done. And it's like, just you wait. Just you wait.
2020 figured out a way.
You thought it was serious. But we're here. We're talking Pokemon. And we
got new shows that come out every single Monday.
And in the meantime, go freaking catch them all.
Oh. Welcome to Pokemon Go Radio. It's a place
Do
where
you
we make
remember
Pokemon Go.
how
I'm
many
sorry.
times
I used
in
up
the
all
early
my
days?
outro bit material talking about
Do you remember how many
2021.
times in the early days we'd lose one of the files or something and have to record the entire episode again? That probably happened at least a dozen times. It was
Yeah,
very
that was
sad.
just disheartening.
It was a real gut punch. Yeah. So glad that doesn't happen anymore. I'm hungry.
Uh-oh.
There you go, eat dinner.
No, the file's broken.
Don't even joke.